Hey guys, it's Bearded Bricks bringing you guys another video. Happy holidays, and if you are seeing this video in the new year, Happy New Year. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Let me know some of the stuff you guys got for Christmas. We're going to be wrapping up this year with the last review that I'm doing. Potentially, there might be one more, but we'll see. With the Avengers Tower set 76269. The set comes with 25 plus figures ranging from across the Marvel Universe. We have aliens, we have superheroes, we have villains, we have weird angry people, we have the Hulk. There are tons of things to talk about this set. We're going to try to talk about them in as much detail as possible, but let's just jump straight into it. So the first thing we have here that we're going through is going to be talking about some of these smaller builds for this set. So this is one of Thanos's dreadnoughts that he has in the Avengers movie, and then obviously through some of the other movies that we do see, like in Endgame, we do see these beasts come back in number, and it is pretty cool that we actually get this brick built. Just doing a small little spin for you guys here as I talk about it. Lots of gold, lots of they achieved the bone metal armor very well for this set. If we come back to the head here, you can see that the head animates. You can move it, open the jaw, close it. Comes with this really nice like 4 or 5 inch stand with a circle base on the bottom. Really cool. Putting this aside, we get to the main event of this set, which is the tower itself. Give me just 1 second. All right, guys. So here we're going to start from the street level of what you guys would see in your Lego city, and we're going to work our way up in the set. So starting here, we have some Chitauri fighting Wanda. Wanda wasn't in the Avengers movie. She was in one of the later movies, but I believe this is just a all-encompassing Avengers type tower, encompassing all 3 movies, the Age of Ultron, the Avengers movie itself, and then some bits and pieces of Endgame, but and like Captain America and like other Easter eggs. We're gonna get into that. So we have Wanda fighting a Chitauri here, nice little standard Lego street lamp. We have the Hulk hanging from this nice brick built piece here on the building. We have a just a shield agent getting his taco and his coffee, and then we have another Chitauri down there by the fire hydrant. You guys can see here, eating a hot dog, trying to blend in. All right, guys, so this is where I put a lot more of detail, at least into what the figures are doing. There's some more up top we're going to get to, but first things first, we have Wong falling from the Avengers Tower, as you guys can see here in the middle. He's doing a mid-portal thing. This set comes with a ton of little clear pieces, so you can do like action moves and more movie-styled stuff. Additionally, we have one of the scenes that the build tries to do is the Mark 47 suit. We're tracing Iron Man as he's falling off the building shortly after talking to Loki. We have another one that they've mentioned in the book for Black Widow falling onto the Chitauri scooter that Loki uses. In this instance, Loki is not on the scooter, and she's just going to jump on there and take out the speeder. And if she doesn't succeed, what I have down here is I did this one myself. I have War Machine or Rhodey firing one of the Star Wars blaster pieces up towards the bottom of it so that we can do some damage. And then I have Hawkeye scaling the side of the building with Iron Man floating over here as well. This set really does give you a lot of ability to customize and do what you want. I mean, you could use some of these clear pieces and have like a window washer washing all the windows, or have Hulk doing different things further up the building. There's just so much customization that you can do with this set. It's one of my favorite parts about it. All right, guys, so we're back at the next part of this build where I have some more figures doing some cool stuff we're going to go into. So I have Falcon doing his Falcon thing with his wingsuit and his 2 pistols just flying around the tower. I thought it was kind of cool to combine these 2 pieces here so that it seems like he's actually flying or moving. We have Thor up top here. They have a very cool, I don't know if this is a common piece or if it's new for this set, I'll have to check. But this lightning piece on the end of his hammer is really cool. It makes it seem like his hammer is being flown away or like struck by lightning. He's also holding a my-made custom Tesseract. Just something neat that I wanted him to have. And then we also have the Quinjet behind him here that comes with the tower and fits inside the tower. We also have a Vision up top next to a Chitauri. I'm not super huge fan of the Vision. I kind of wish he was gray and red instead of teal, but I guess it might be something similar to the comics or just a different costume that he would have been in. But definitely really cool. As you guys can see here as we've gone through this build as well, there are tons of windows and translucent pieces throughout this build that make the tower really pop. All right, guys, so the last piece that we have going on in this set is the very top of the tower where Loki has his portal device. We have Eric Selvig up top here with Loki's scepter. And as you guys can see, they have these really nice sloped off pieces for the tower, so it gives that nice sleek look. Definitely something really cool about this set is just how much detail they put and how many extra pieces they used to make this one of the best Marvel sets so far. We're now going to get into the interior of the build. We're going to go through each room starting from the bottom all the way up and just try to point out some of the detail and Easter eggs that we see throughout. All right, guys, so next thing we're going to be going into is the interior of this set. I'm going to be pulling this off here. This whole piece is just one large Lego piece. You can do it off with one hand. You can quickly put the bottom in it first, and you can quickly slide it back on there. But it's solid. I can move it around really easily. It's not going to fall apart. So starting from the bottom here, you guys can see that there are yet more figures with the set. We have Ant-Man, we have Nick Fury, we have some SHIELD agents inside with some data pads. You can see that much from the Loki show and other various Marvel properties like Endgame. We have the Tesseract piece on the floor inside. Definitely just cool little Easter eggs throughout. We got Tony Stark in the SHIELD outfit on the left side, trying to be incognito. All right, so going to the next floor, guys, we have the really famous America's rear end scene with Captain America here. As you guys can see, I gave him 2 extra studs so we could really emphasize that is definitely what America is all about. Additionally, you guys can see here, if you look hard enough on the left side of the bridge up here, there is a Captain America's shield. We have a little Ant-Man I put in there, and then another Captain America as well. You get the whole atrium from the build. Definitely really cool. It's actually a really fun part of the set to actually just go through and build it piece by piece. You can really watch it come together and how they use certain pieces creatively. But overall, additionally, there's also like a shield and other technical stuff in the background. It is just genuinely really cool and exciting. All right, guys, so the third floor of this set is Iron Man's workshop. So as you can see here, we have some of his drones or droids that we have that help him assemble the suit. We have Iron Man himself just, opening his visor, just doing his Iron Man thing. As you can see further back in the lab, we have monitors and screens with stickers on them. This set has about 48 stickers, by the way. There are a lot of them, but they make the set just look that much better. I wish we could get printed pieces, but it is what it is. Be a lot of pieces. There's pieces on the floor for different suits. You can see on the left wall here, we have the Iron Man heart that Pepper Potts gives Iron Man, saying that he still has a heart. I get choked up right now just saying it. Overall, just a really cool attention to detail as far as like Iron Man 1, 2, and 3. And just throwing it into the Avengers Tower just makes it that much better. All right, guys, so this is the 4th floor. And it's a little weird because this actually didn't happen in the movie. It happened in the helicarrier that they had, where they had Loki in the giant glass car container. So that way, it was originally for Hulk's prison cell. They needed to drop Hulk. They would drop him from the ship, but they used it for Loki. I don't know why it's in the Avengers Tower. They thought it was a cool scene to add. So both doors open on this prison that Loki's in. It's pretty much the only thing in there. There's obviously the elevator here on the side. And then also there's just more newspapers and pieces here. Not a lot going on in this part of the build, but mainly it's just the prison is the focal point. All right, guys, so we are at the top floor of this set, and this is where all the detail really comes together for the build. So first of all, when you guys get to this part of the build, there's a lot more glass, a lot more intricate pieces, so it's really important you guys make sure you guys get everything placed correctly. The wires here on the outside for the landing pad are also very difficult to get correct as well, but with some fidgeting, you guys can actually get it right. Here on top, the Quinjet comes right out of the ship and the wings unfold, and then you guys can fly it away. It's very swooshable. It's definitely one of my favorite parts of this build that we got this little Quinjet. I don't know what I would do with myself if I didn't have one. I probably would have found one online and built it myself. And then when you're ready, you can just put it right back on inside. but we're going to be looking at the interior now. So the way you access this, as if this was on the floor or on a smaller desk for a child, you take off this glass piece right here, and then this piece lifts up. You can lift this up right here, and then this piece is something that we don't see a lot from Lego, but it's like a flexible build construct from Lego, and it's just made up of a bunch of Technic pieces put together that just happens to bend. Some people would consider it like an illegal building technique, but it is really cool and I like it a lot. All right, so on the inside of the tower that we have here, we have Loki's scepter and a little computer, as you guys can see, with an antenna on top going to the piece that's here on the roof. If you want to put it back down, you just take this and you slide it back into place and it just goes right back in really easily. There's some studs up here that you guys can use to display your figures. And then inside of this set as well, I'll show you guys here, there is an Avengers comic book. I don't know what issue the comic is, but it's a throwback to just the older Avengers comics with the classic Thor with the horns on the head. Definitely really neat. And as you guys can see here, I'm going to take this off just like this. You just lift it back just like a lot of the other module builds, and it comes off as one larger piece. All right, guys, so as you guys can see, as I am sitting at average table height, this tower is very tall, and I've had to do some really creative stuff to get the angles that I need for you guys today. But we're going to be looking at the interior of this Quinjet hangar. It has one of the most iconic sets from the Avengers movies, specifically Age of Ultron. We have Ultron here within the building itself as he walks out telling the Avengers that they're all connected to strings and they're puppets. Additionally, in here we have the drinking scene where Thor's hammer is on the table and everyone takes turns trying to see if they're worthy enough. We also have a TV on this side of the room with some news stuff on it, I believe talking about Sokovia or some of the other events that the Avengers have been a part of or issues that they need to go and address. They have full glass, they have a bar over here, tons of drinks, just a general hangout vibe area for the Avengers, but ultimately it's one of the coolest parts of this set. I will say that it's probably my favorite room within the set just because I love that scene, and I know that there are many scenes they could have picked for these movies with this tower, and I'm glad they picked this one. So getting into my final thoughts about this set, I will say that you get all the iconic pieces of the Avengers, you get all the figures, you get all the rooms, you get all the scenes that you could ever want or have the ability to want, or to make, rather. You guys have the large Avengers A's on both sides of the tower. You get Thor's hammer, you get an incredibly tall Lego City building that you guys can work with. It also has these Technic pieces that go in the side of the building that all attach it to, you know, whatever other modular builds you guys have. I think this is a must-have for anyone's Lego city. Even I think this could be the centerpiece for your city, and having the Avengers jumping off the city or jumping off the tower onto your other buildings would be really cool. Having the jets flying through and doing a whole Battle over New York scene would be really awesome to see in someone's Lego city. But ultimately, is it worth the $499 that you would have paid in November on Black Friday for this set? And I will say absolutely 100% this set is worth the money. If you're talking about between this and buying the new train set that just came out or some of the other sets like the Venator, I would say it's right up there with those sets being something that if you're a diehard Marvel fan or you genuinely enjoy large buildings or the modulars, this is an awesome set that you should get someone in your life for the new year, or a set that you guys should get just for your Lego city as itself. But let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell for all future notifications. I've been Bearded Bricks, and I will see you guys in the next one. And if I don't, I hope you guys have a happy new year.